fair play and sportsmanship in all of its athletic endeavors. Those principles continue to guide us today. We ask all of you in the arena this evening to be vocal and support your team in a positive fashion that reflects the principles of the Pioneer Athletic Conference. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game. At this time, our colors will be brought to the center court by the Norristown JROTC. We also ask that you please remove your hats and rise for the playing of our national anthem once the colors are in center court.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Norristown Area High School Gymnasium for tonight's Pac-10 matchup between the Owen J. Roberts Wildcats and your Norristown Eagles. I'm Ian Morris, glad to be with you tonight as the Eagles come in off a very impressive win over Lower Marion a few days back, 71-61, coming with a record of 3-1. The Wildcats of Owen J. Roberts come in with a record of 2-3, a couple of close losses amongst their 3 defeats so far this season, and a little false start there on the jump ball as try 2 is successful, and we are underway. Norristown with possession of the basketball as it's in Xavier Edwards' hands, number 21, recent transfer back from North Carolina. And looks like Owen J. Roberts is going to come out in the 2-3 zone. Norristown gets it back out to Edwards, top of the key. Inside to Allen, where he'll look to do damage. Distinct height advantage for Norristown tonight. Now Reddish shuffled his feet and traveled. Looked for the open man in the corner, but shuffled his feet first, and first possession of the game is a turnover for Norristown. Owen J. Roberts with the basketball. Norristown with a man-to-man full-court press as they'll try to stretch the Wildcat offense and make them work to get set up. And they are set up now, and here is number 11, Nick Massa, with the basketball. Veteran player, played the last 3 years on varsity. And Norristown with a strict man-to-man defense right now as they try to get in the kitchen of the Wildcats of Owen J. Roberts. Nothing doing so far. And all the good loose hands there by McKeel Allen. And the Wildcats having a lot of difficulty getting set up offensively just a minute in. Massa inbounds the ball. Gets it to the point guard, Marcus Martin. The diminutive point guard hands it off and tries to get it back, but it's taken away by Norristown. They'll look to run. Here's Sanford on the break. He finds Reddish in the corner. Reddish 3, up, good. Aaron Reddish bangs a 3 from the left corner, and Norristown up early 3-0. And now they'll continue on with their man-to-man full-court press as Norristown wants to make this an up-and-down game, use their athleticism as best they can. Reddish goes for a steal, misses, leaves an open jump shot, but short with the jump shot is Sayers. Norristown with the rebound and numbers, 2-on-1. Euro step, up and in. Xavier Edwards with a move probably 10 years ago. Can't get away with that now. He'll give you 2.5 steps, but nevertheless, nice move in transitions. 5-0 Norristown. And Owen J. Roberts nearly throws it away. Cross-court pass taken by Massa. He'll try to make a move himself. Ball is now backed out to Marcus Martin. Martin got it to Sayers, but the long arm on the wall of Reddish dissuaded him from the shot. Now we're going to have another traveling violation as the Norristown defense has been suffocating so far. And they lead 5-0 2 minutes into this game. Be surprised if Owen J. Roberts is going to try to put on a press, as the athleticism of Norristown can normally dissect that press, which can result in some easy buckets. So a little token pressure now, and easily broken. Edwards finds Sanford in the corner. Sanford's pump fake layup up, good. So good pump fake by Marcus Sanford, and he's able to drive baseline, get another easy basket for Norristown, and an excellent start for the Eagles as they are out to a 7-0 lead. So here's Martin as he'll try to get something started for this Wildcat offense, who's struggled to get anything going so far. And trying to back his man down with a right-hand hook up and good is Devon Davidheiser. Say that name twice. First foul on Sanford, and just made it look like Davidheiser had it in his mind that he was going to try to end the drought for Owen J. Roberts. Got the hoop and the harm. A chance for a three-point play. Free throw is up. It is no good. Aaron Reddish tangles with Martin for the ball, and looks like it's going to be Norristown basketball. Just underway from the high school, 5:25 to play in the first quarter. 7-2 Eagles, as they have been very efficient offensively and suffocating defensively so far. Now Edwards with the basketball. Norristown easily breaks the press. Sanford will get them going, and they'll begin their motion. Hands it off to Tyler Lyons. Lyons barks out of play, and they're going to be looking for Edwards off a screen. Edwards drives baseline, but they're going to get a bump before the shot. Edwards to the floor. Be the first team foul on Owen J. Roberts. First foul on Sayers. And Norristown will inbound the basketball baseline left. Sanford inbounds the basketball to Reddish. Aaron Reddish thought about three. Dipsy do. Now it creates some space and a nice little right-hand hook as he was surprised about how much room he had there, and a little gentle touch by the big man results in a 9-2 Norristown lead. And now Norristown looking to try to turn over the Owen J. Roberts Wildcats. A little give and go, but still nowhere to go, and a steal by Norristown. Oh, stepping on the inbound line was Tyler Lyons, but still some excellent defense by Norristown as they're going to make the Wildcats work for everything they get tonight. And nearly a steal and would have been a transition opportunity for the Eagles had they been able to maintain possession of the basketball. But now it's the Wildcats, and underneath with an opportunity and a rejection as Difeball took it up, and he was stonily rejected. Now Norristown in transition. Lions in the corner. Xavier Edwards up. Can't get it to go. McKeel Allen on the offensive boards. Left-hand hook, no good, but a foul. He'll go to the line. And Norristown has been relentless on the boards tonight. McKeel Allen, who's made a living underneath the rim in his career here at the high school, doing the dirty work underneath there, rewarded with 2 free throws. Lefty's first free throw was up, and it is good. And Norristown's going to make their first substitution of the night, as it is Nazir Kinney into the game for Norristown, seeing his first action of the night. Allen no good on his second attempt, but he does give the Norristown Eagles their largest lead of the game at 10-2, just about halfway through this first quarter. Nice offensive set there, but the three was no good for Sayers off the pick, and now Norristown a chance to increase their lead. Reddish open three in the corner. It's a beauty. Aaron Reddish making a name for his own. Of course, his brother, Cam Reddish, star freshman at Duke. Aaron transferred over the summer and has been a welcome addition to Dana Binky Johnson's squad here so far, as he's been extremely impressive early on. And Owen J. Roberts has seen enough. Head coach Kevin Kirby's going to call timeout, try to gather his troops. And with a break in the action, we got Norristown with a lead 13-2. It's going to be just a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay with you right now. As a very impressive start for the Norristown Eagles. Norristown comes in with a record of 3-1. 2-1 in the league. Their only blemish was a opening night loss in the Plymouth Whitemarsh new gymnasium. Emotional night for both teams. Norristown was nip and tuck all night, but fell just at the end. But a very impressive win just a few days ago over Lower Merion by 10. Lower Merion always a team that threatens for a state title. Certainly you got to think that Norristown's going to be in the mix when March and April rolls around. So out of the timeout, we have a 13-2 Norristown lead, as they have done everything right here so far. And Owen J. Roberts has had a few opportunities, just not been able to capitalize on many of them so far. Has only one bucket so far by Savon David Heiser. And some more pressure by Norristown is now Martin with the basketball. Martin's going to bark out a play. Tries to get it inside. Norristown lucky not to get a foul there on Willie Anderson. Now Sayers, or I'm sorry, that's Massa. Massa puts the ball on the floor, taken away by Norristown. Willie Anderson, now it's taken back by Owen J. Roberts, and again a little token layup by Marcus Martin. Some loose change on the floor there for Marcus Martin as he capitalizes, right man in the right spot. And it is still a 13-4 Norristown lead as the Owen J. Roberts Wildcats look to put some pressure on the Norristown Eagles, but the Eagles easily break that pressure with some pinpoint passing. Now they're set up their offense, and they look inside, and we're going to have a traveling violation, as it looked like surprised to get the basketball was number 24, Nazir Kinney. He shuffled his feet, and just the second turnover of the game on the Eagles. 2:41 to play, Norristown 13, Wildcats 4. And it's Martin try to go coast to coast. Dipsy Do gets the English off the rim and in. Impressive move by the senior guard, Marcus Martin. but Norristown wastes no time in transition. Sanford in the corner can't get it. McKeel Allen tries to keep it alive. He does. And the hustle by McKeel Allen is going to keep the possession in favor of the Eagles, as touching the basketball while out of bounds was an Owen J. Robert player, and it'll now be the Eagles who try to inbound the basketball baseline left. And head coach Kevin Kirby none too happy with that call of the officials, as the whole bench of the Wildcat was surprised to hear the call by the officials. Reddish back into the game for Eagles. He'll inbound the basketball. And also into the basketball now for Norristown, as we're almost going to have a steal, and we will have a steal. And we're going to have a careless turnover there by the Eagles. First one that we say tonight was careless. But into the game, I believe for the first time this season for the Eagles, is number 1, Vernon Tubbs. Vernon Tubbs spent a lot of time at the point guard, started last year. Norristown leads 13-6 as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Martin with the basketball, looking for the lob underneath. Get it, but no position, and throwing it away was Savon David Heiser. David Heiser with the first field goal for Owen J. Roberts tonight, but caught that in a precarious position and threw it away. So now it's the Eagles with the possession of the basketball as they try to build on their 7-point lead. They look inside to Allen. Allen takes it hard to the hoop, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Kinney. He can't get it to go, but he is fouled. A distinct height advantage for the Eagles right now, and is paying off underneath the basket, as they have dominated both the offensive defensive boards tonight. And Nazir Kinney will go to the free throw line. First free throw is up and in. Little line drive action there for Kinney. Second free throw is up, 2 for 2 for Nazir Kinney. Back to a 9-point lead for the Eagles. Here comes the pressure. Just full court pressure man-to-man, not trying to double or really create turnovers. I think just kind of to stem the tide here and try to just make it rough for Owen J. Roberts to get into their offense in the first place, and so far it has worked. Vernon Tubbs with some active hands there as Martin with the basketball, but way away from the hoop. Does get an open three in the corner by Sayers. That's no good, and here comes Reddish. Reddish pushes, gets it to Tubbs. Tubbs takes it all himself, up and in. First bucket of the year for Vernon Tubbs. Norristown with their largest lead at 17-6. And it is Tubbs who's guarding Sayers closely, nearly lost it. David Heiser with the ball back to Martin. Martin with a nice little crossover. He's going to try to take it himself, gets the layup not to go. And here come the Eagles. Willie Anderson. Great look inside, and the good finger roll by McKeel Allen. As a terrific look by Willie Anderson to the senior Allen in some excellent transition basketball for Norristown, as they are now leading 19-6. And with just 37 seconds left in the quarter, head coach Kevin Kirby of the Owen J. Roberts Wildcats is going to call a timeout and try to stop the bleeding here a little bit, as they are in danger of being run out of this building. This is an extended timeout, so we're going to take a break, folks. Be right back.
And now, Norristown zone, EJ Fitz.
Welcome back, folks. Just 37 seconds left to play in this first quarter, which has been all Norristown, as they've gotten out to a substantial lead, and they have stymied the offense of the Owen J. Roberts Wildcats by making them struggle just to set up. And we'll see what Owen J. Roberts wants to do if they want to set up for one, try to ensure they don't enter this second quarter with more than a 13-point deficit. They're going to look inside right away to David Heiser. He turns around and bangs a three. Forget about holding for the last shot. David Heiser got an opportunity and banged a three. So it's now 19-9. Now will Norristown hold for one? As we are down to 22 seconds, we're going to have another traveling violation as the feet got a little bit ahead of the brain there for Nazir Kenny. And they're going to get a ball handle back into play here as Tyler Lyons is going to come in for Kenny. So just a little bit of an issue with the traveling with Norristown early on, as I think they're just a little bit excited to get things going here. And things have been going well, so why not keep it going? And we're going to have a reach in by Tubbs. Just the second foul on the Eagles, first on Tubbs. So they do have some room to play here with just 14.2 seconds left in the quarter. Wildcats inbound the basketball. Martin with 10 seconds to play. Looks like he's probably going to hold for one. Tubbs stuck to him like glue. Now Reddish on his man. Tyler Lyons guarding Nick Masson. Nass's layup attempt is no good, but he will go to the line for two with just 1.6 seconds left in this first quarter. So a nice job by Owen J. Roberts to kind of fight back in the last seconds here, as they are hanging on for dear life at this point. But what was a 13-point Norristown lead and looked like it was going to mushroom into something more can now be down to 8. If Massa can hit two, he hits his first, so it's 19-10. Massa's second free throw is up and good. So it's an 8-point lead for Norristown Lions from three-quarter court. It is up and it is wide right. Don't like to hear that if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. But that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. Norristown leads by 8, 19-11. We'll be right back. Year in and year out, the Norristown High School cheerleaders just seem to keep getting better and better and better. And an excellent rendition right there. This an instant where I missed my cohort from last year, Eleazar Hill. He seemed to be a little bit tough on the girls when he gave them his scores. I think they were pre-decided for the most part, but for the most part, they have done an excellent job over the course of the last several years. We're underway here in the second quarter. Norristown holds an 8-point advantage, 19-11. And a three from the top of the key is no good for Owen J. Roberts. Ball's tapped out of bounds. They'll maintain possession of the basketball as Sayers, kind of off balance, got a three up there, and that could have drawn them within 5, which is close as they've been since the opening couple minutes of this game. But a little inbound play works to a T as David Heiser on a little lob pass connects, and it's all of a sudden a 19-13 game. So Norristown, a little bit of a lull here offensively. Just a couple of loose turnovers there, traveling violations. But when they have gotten shots off, they've gotten opportunities and they've capitalized. But the three there by Lyons is no good. Offensive rebound for Norristown. Reddish, open three, up, no good. But he is fouled as it looks like Jacob Eliab. Well, you'll have to compare the pronunciation between myself and the PA announcer to check the spelling. That's a tough one. But Aaron Reddish is going to go to the free throw line for 3 free throws as he was hit on the arm on the final, on his attempt. And first free throw gets the benefit of a shooter's touch. Second free throw is up and good for Reddish, as he's had a very productive offensive night so far. He is not shy when he has an open three. He's going to let it fly. And so far tonight it's worked. 3 of 3 from the free throw line for Reddish. And now he is on the ball as they will try to make it more difficult. And they nearly got a 5-second call. But now Sayers on the move, and he's going to take it coast to coast. Can't get the layup to go, but he is fouled. And a little slow to get up, but it looks like he is okay. And the foul's going to be on Xavier Edwards. 4th foul on the Eagles. Nobody with more than 1 for the Eagles, so no foul trouble as of yet. But a nice job breaking the press there by the Wildcats. And first free throw is up and good. It looks like the jitters have kind of gone away for Owen J. Roberts. They've settled into this game a little bit, look a little bit more comfortable. 2 of 2 from the line for Sayers, and we're going to have a substitution as the Eagles in a hurry to get the ball and get going offensively. Referees stop it to get a Owen J. Robert player into the basketball game. So we'll do it all over again as Reddish will inbound the basketball to Xavier Edwards. Edwards, a key addition to this Norristown team, which has promises of making it a long season in a good way, I should say. Edwards off a strong pick into the corner. Lions, no good, but a box out. We're going to get an over the call a foul on McKeel Allen, as he did not have position yet. I do not think he went over the back right there, and that is not a homer view that I believe I am sharing right there, as he was boxed out on the play, but he did not protrude over the back of the Wildcat defender, and I think the referee that made that call was out of position to make that call. Regardless, it's a foul on Norristown, the 15th foul. And Owen J can get a little bit closer as they trail just by 7. David Heiser, who's been an offensive force, throws out of control, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Edwards. Edwards looks to push, finds Reddish in the corner. Reddish kicks it out to the top of the key, back to Edwards. They find Sanford, thought about 3. He'll put her on the floor. Left-hand hook, up, can't get it to go. And rebound comes down to Owen J. Roberts. Jalen Lucas, hands off to Martin. And Owen J will slow it down as they are in no hurry at this point. Martin look to take his man now, dishes it off. And it's Massa, gets it out to number 14, Dife Ball. And we're going to get too much contact down low as Edwards and David Heiser win a little bit of a tussle. Heiser falls to the floor. Foul's going to be on Edwards, and all of a sudden, Norristown with 16 fouls, 1 away from the bonus for the Wildcats, with still 6 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the second quarter. Massa inbounds the basketball baseline left, finds an open at the top of the key player in Ryan Difeball. Difeball misses badly. Now Marcus Sanford. And staying in the 2-3 is Owen J. Roberts as Norristown looks to get something going offensively. Willie Anderson back out to Sanford. Sanford finds Anderson. Anderson, 16-footer. Can't get the roll. Rebound comes down to Owen J. as they have done a much better job on the defensive boards of keeping Norristown from getting second and third opportunities. Now Martin with the basketball. Finds Massa. Massa falls to the floor and gets the benefit of just falling to the floor, and much to the chagrin of the Eagle faithful. And I think just a slippery floor is going to result in a foul on Reddish, as I didn't see much there. But the men with the whistle are in charge, and Nick Massa is going to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. See that call more in the NBA than you do in college or high school, as it looked like Massa just really went to the floor on his own. Reddish guarding him close by, but certainly didn't seem to cause Massa to go to the floor. And an unwarranted foul on Reddish as he can't believe it. A look of bemusement on the sophomore's face. And the Zebras are getting it from the crowd right now, as this is a tough place to make some questionable calls. First free throw is up and good. As Massa can draw the Wildcats within 5. He does. 22-17, Wildcats, trailed by as many as 13 just a few minutes ago. But some excellent defense, a few turnovers by Norristown, questionable call here and there, and it is now just a 5-point game. So here's Lyons for the Eagles. He gets it off to Reddish. They're going to try to trap, and it works. It's thrown away, but given back, and now an up and in for Nazir Kenny as Reddish threw it away, but saving it in his own, underneath his own basket, something you should never do, as Marcus Martin threw it right to the enemy in Nazir Kenny. Kenny caught it, got the layup to go, and got fouled. So Kenny's free throw is up, and it is good. And some positive juju there for the Eagles. Gets back to an 8-point lead. So here are the Wildcats with the basketball. They trail by 8. We approach the 5-minute mark of the second. Corner 3, up, no good. Strong rebound taken by Kenny. He'll get it out to Reddish. Reddish nearly throws it away. Deflected goes to Lyons as they try to get it inside to Allen. Allen guarded by a guy much smaller than him, but he didn't see a creeping defender behind him. That's going to lead to a layup opportunity. It's up and in for Ryan Sayers. So McKeel Allen not aware of his surroundings right there. Here's now Reddish as he gets it in the corner. Lyons has an open 3. Got it. Much needed 3 for Tyler Lyons from the corner. And a good look there as Norristown shares the basketball well. And now Vernon Tubbs back into the game for the Eagles as Norristown, the benefit of a deeper bench this year than maybe in years past. 4:18 to play, 28-19 Eagles. It's the Wildcats with possession of the basketball. And nearly thrown away, going for the steal with Lyons. Couldn't get it to go. Leaves an open 17-footer. No good. Here come the Eagles. Tyler Lyons in transition. Little scoop shot up and good. As Plastic Man made it fall there. As from a near impossible angle, got the kiss off the glass. And it is a 30-19, 11-point Eagle lead. Now here's Martin as Tubbs want to watch that reach in. And sure enough, there's the foul. As the referees have made it very clear, they're going to call it close tonight if you're using your hands. And that's going to be Tubbs' second, 8th team foul. And Martin's going to go to the line for 1 in the bonus. So after Owen J. Roberts clawed within 5, good answer by Norristown with 6 straight of their own. That ends now as Martin connects on his first free throw. Makes it a 10-point Norristown lead. Martin's second free throw is up, and it is good. So something we haven't seen in years past is quality free throw shooting by both teams. Something we've certainly seen here so far tonight, as both teams have capitalized when going to the free throw line. We are under 4 minutes to play. It's a 9-point Norristown lead. Head coach Kevin Kirby gives his mates some encouragement to try to stay in this game. McKeel Allen, power move to the basket. Up, got it, and a foul. McKeel Allen put his hard hat on right there, went to work. Got it in his mind he was going to score, and he did. And the senior forward with a powerful drop step move there. Got the hoop and the harm, and he goes to the free throw line for the conventional 3-point play. As Owen J. Roberts has had no answer for Norristown size when they've been able to pound it inside. Allen's free throw is up and good. Obviously, as soon as I started talking about good free throw shooting, right on cue, they miss. So here we go, Norristown up 11, 3:21 to play. David Heiser, who has connected on a three tonight, puts the ball down, and it's nearly taken away. Gets it out to a teammate, results in a 15-footer from the baseline. As Sayers hits a 15-footer, a 9-point Norristown lead, 32-23. Man Tubbs wide open from the corner. He throws up an air ball. I just don't believe he knew how wide open he was. But now it's Reddish underneath, and he's going to get called with steps. As the reverse layup was good, but steps first, and another traveling violation by the Eagles. And it'll be Owen J. Robertson inbounding the basketball. Martin, senior guard, guarded by senior guard Vernon Tubbs. And guarded closely and thrown away. Thrown away. And look out below as Nazir Kenny throws it down off a steal. He'll flush it home for what is now going to be a 13-point Norristown lead. Martin tries to take it coast to coast. He's no good. But the ball is thrown away and now taken back by Martin. Martin finds Massa. Massa to David Heiser. He's going to try to take it. They swing it back out. Open three for Massa. Up. Got it. So a nice answer there by Owen J. Roberts. And now a violation by Norristown inbounding the basketball. A little carelessness there. And so just when you thought the Eagles were going to start to make a run and pull away, stubborn Owen J. Roberts refuses to back down. And they trail 34-26 with 2:11 to play. David Heiser to Martin. Martin's three is up. It is strong, but the floorboard's going to come back down to Owen J. Roberts. And Martin cautiously gets the offense underway. It looks like he was trying to lull Sanford into making a move. But now it's David Heiser who thought about three. Reddish dissuaded him. Here's Massa. Massa to Sayers. And the sharp shooting guard gets it to go. And once again, it's just a 5-point Eagle lead. 34-29. $1:33 to play here in the second. It's been a very entertaining Pac-10 basketball game. Sanford, a long three. Got it. Sorry, that's Nazir Kenny on the three. So after a dunk, a three, a nice couple of minutes here for Nazir Kenny. And it's back to an 8-point lead for the Eagles. 1:09 to play. Owen J. Roberts with the basketball. They trail by 9 and they throw it away. Oh, he does not throw it away. Once again, some confused looks on the Eagles' faces as it will stay Owen J. Roberts basketball. And in the corner, they're going to get a three off a pump fake. It is up. It is no good. David Heiser with the rebound. Back out top of the key. Can't get it to go. David Heiser again with another rebound. And ball nearly thrown away, but now it's Martin, rejected by Vernon Tubbs. No foul there as it was a clean rejection by Vernon Tubbs. And now he gets it out. They look for a three in the corner by Reddish. That's going to be short, no good. Floorboard comes down to Owen J. Roberts and Sayers. 33 seconds to play. 37-29 Norristown. And we'll see if they're going to hold for one. As far away from the basket now, he certainly would seem to be, but it looks like they're going to give it up. No, they're going to say that ball was deflected, or else it would have been an over and back. 16 seconds to play. Owen J. Roberts wants to ensure they have nothing worse than an 8-point deficit to make up in the second half. Now Martin loses his man. Opportunity, layup, up. Can't get it to go. Rebound Owen J. Roberts, and we're going to have, looks like Norristown touched the basketball while stepping on the end line. So it'll be Owen J. Roberts basketball. Just 2.6 seconds left to play in this second quarter. As inbounding the ball, baseline left is Owen J. Roberts. Underneath, they're going to get an opportunity, and lucky to get out of here with still just an 8-point deficit is Owen J. Roberts, although they did have an opportunity there to score at the end. Let me catch my breath for a second. So a very, very entertaining first half. As the Eagles get out to a big lead, Owen J. Roberts storms back. But some late action by Nazir Kenny on a dunk and a three. And we will head to halftime with the Eagles leading 37-29. Welcome back, folks. We're just about ready to get this third quarter started as the Eagles will begin with a 37-29 lead over the visiting Owen J. Roberts Wildcats. Eagles got out to a lead as much as 15. Owen J. Roberts got it back down to 5, but a late answer by Norristown has them ahead by 8. So it's Eagles with possession of the basketball, and right out of the quarter here, they're going to try to trap. But Norristown able to break it underneath. Can't get it to go as McKeel Allen. As Owen J. Roberts dialed up a little trap defense right there. Tried to turn Norristown over, but Norristown with some aggressive passing got McKeel Allen a look underneath. Got hit, couldn't get it to go. He will go to the free throw line for 2. The first one is up, and it is no good. Allen tries to salvage one, and he does. So 1 of 2 for the 6'4" senior forward. And Norristown continues with their man-to-man full-court press. And now it's Martin with the basketball. And Norristown looks to try to double team. It's David Hauser, who's been a force inside, regains possession, and it'll be Martin again to try to get things going as he does throw it away. Edwards read the pass. Now he'll take it. Euro step up and in again. As Xavier Edwards has mastered that Euro step right there. He drew the contact and got the layup to go. And he will go to the line for a 3-point play and try to extend this 11-point Norristown lead. Free throw is up and good. So it's a 41-29 advantage. First 4 points out of the half in Norristown's direction. And it's Aaron Reddish guarding Ryan Sayers. Now the ball is taken away as Sanford lays it up and in. As Norristown's defense causing some issues now as the Wildcats yet to get set up. As it's been all Eagles here so far a minute into this third quarter. So they put the ball into the hands of the trusty point guard Martin, and he's going to get it across the timeline and call a timeout as head coach Kevin Kirby has seen enough. He's going to have to diagnose a way to get through this Norristown defense. And our third quarter has begun virtually just the same as the first quarter has, as Norristown has stormed out of the half here and played a very excellent minute and 4 seconds of basketball as they have done whatever they needed to do on defense and gotten a bunch of easy looks here early on. So Norristown stays with their original starting 5 here out of the timeout. No substitutions on Owen J. Roberts' side. No severe foul trouble on either side, the report so far. Been a relatively clean game. David Heiser with the basketball. Taken away by Norristown again. As he tried to back in but didn't see. Norristown defender. Now Edwards. Looks to get it into McKeel Allen. Can't. They find Reddish in the corner. Reddish, a little kiss off the glass. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. And gets it out. Open 3 for Lions. Couldn't get it to go. Allen had position but couldn't get the rebound as it bounced a little too far out of his stretch. And it's going to be Owen J. Roberts basketball. Now Martin. As they try to get it inside to Heiser. They do. Now dive ball from 16. No good. Rebound came down to Owen J. Roberts, but a rejection, and now Norristown with the basketball. As it's Marcus Sanford, the lefty, inside to another lefty. Double teamed is Allen. Allen puts it on the floor, gets it around his defenders, up and in. And David Heiser has some words for the refs. Not sure what he's upset with, but the young man looks a little bit dejected right now. And it looks like they're mad at the offensive move there by McKeel Allen. Great offensive move there by Marcus Martin as he stems the tide a bit for the Wildcats. It's a 45-31 lead. Allen finds Lyons in the corner. Lyons thought about three, now does shoot the three. Can't get it to go. Loose ball comes down to Martin. Martin with the basketball crosses the timeline. 5:18 to play. It's a 14-point Norristown lead, 45-31. Another turnover by the Wildcats. Here comes Edwards. He turns it over himself. And now a foul by Sanford on Martin. As a little bit of choppy play right there, as it looked like Edwards was setting up that Euro step one more time. It's worked twice so far. Now, Kinney into the game, who provided a spark off the bench for Norristown, as he'll be the on-ball defender. So Martin with the basketball. Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. David Heiser guarded by Sanford. As they get it inside, the layup by Lucas is no good. Norristown comes down with a rebound. In the corner, open three. Kenny, no good. So Norristown missed a couple of shots here in a row. Open looks, but couldn't get them to go. Still a 14-point advantage for the Eagles. As Martin, guarded closely by Edwards, hands it off to Heiser. He's in a tough spot. He tries to split the double team, and a little bit too much contact there, says the official. And the foul's going to be on Xavier Edwards, and he seems a little confused himself. That is the third foul on Edwards. So first player with 3 fouls. Edwards going to have to play a little cautiously now if he's going to stay in the game, and looks like Binky Johnson will keep the senior guard in the game. Now with the basketball is Massa. Massa, guarded by Sanford. Looks for Difeball. Difeball tried to get it back door. Couldn't get it, the back there. Now it's Massa on a pump fake. The floater is up, and it's no good. The rebound comes down to Kinney. He'll push it himself. As just a couple of dribbles, he'll take it coast to coast up and in. And Nazir Kinney wasted no time after he got that rebound. Just a couple of dribbles, and before you knew it, he was underneath his own basket. And a layup for just a 10th grader there. And it is now the largest Norristown lead of the night, 47-31, a 16-point advantage for the Eagles. And you can see, obviously, right now, some problems for head coach Kermit Kirby. And he certainly looks like there'll be some problems heading down the stretch here, as he does not have a very deep bench. So fatigue and foul trouble could play a factor later on in this game. Fortunately for Norristown right now, with just the starting 5, it is a 16-point lead. A little too aggressive there was Sanford. It's going to be the third team foul of the half.
Foul number 2, Marcus Sanford, his team third. Checking the game.
So Sanford now with his third foul as well. And Coach Binky Johnson will get him out of the game for a few minutes. Owen J. Roberts inbounds the basketball. It's Massa trying to get it to David Heiser as the coach tries to give their point guard Martin a blow here. Try to get him a chance to get his win, as he's done a lot, the senior guard there. Now it's Massa open for 3. It's going to be an air ball. And McKeel Allen gets the rebound. Hands it off to Reddish. Reddish with a little dipsy-do, nearly taken away. And we're going to get a reach-in foul on Massa, as it looked like Reddish was going to try to make a move and get to the basket. Had it taken away by the Owen J. Roberts defender, but a reach-in was called. And it'll be the third team foul on Owen J. Roberts. 3:24 to play, 47-31. Eagles lead. Tubbs swings it to Willie Anderson. Back to Tubbs. And it's Reddish as they look to get it inside. McKeel Allen doubled right away when they get it to him. They don't want him doing any more harm there. Willie Anderson, his 3 is up. It is no good. And here come the Wildcats. Massa, top of the key. Off a pick now. Massa is going to take it to the hoop. Little fake pass. Can't get it to go. Kenny with the rebound. Hands it off to Tubbs. Tubbs with the basketball. Finds Willie Anderson. Anderson inside to Allen. Allen is doubled right away. He finds a wide open Reddish. Reddish, the unselfish pass to the corner, up and in. Excellent unselfish pass by Aaron Reddish right there as he passed on his own three. Hands off to Kenny, who's having an excellent game himself. And a 50-31 lead now. Norristown by 19 with 2:27 to play in the third. And another foul on Vernon Tubbs, and it's his third. So now 3 Norristown Eagles with 3 fouls. Fortunately, some room to play with here. And Martin back into the basketball game. As a few minutes of rest for the powerfully built senior guard. And looks like we're going to have a traveling violation as David Heiser was going to go up for 3. The ball got hit by a Norristown defender cleanly. Heiser maintained possession of the basketball, but that's an up and down or a traveling. Now Tubbs inside to Allen right away. And Lyons gets it to Tubbs in the corner. Tubbs himself up, no good, but he'll go to the free throw line as an excellent job by Vernon Tubbs initiating the contact. And he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws. Tubbs' first free throw is good. Handful of dribbles by the senior guard. 2 of 2 for Vernon Tubbs at the line. 52-31, Norristown, 21-point lead. Very impressive outing so far by the Eagles in their third Pac-10 matchup of the year. 2 very close calls with Perkiomen Valley and Springford. But they are just a few baskets away from running away with this one. And a 3 is no good. A rebound comes down to Kenny. He'll look ahead to Tubbs. Tubbs gets the basketball, looking for a teammate in transition, but he throws it away. So Tubbs actively looking for a teammate, just a foot in front of Kenny. And it's going to be a Norristown turnover. But still a very efficient quarter for the Eagles so far, as they have 52 points with still $1:43 to play here in the third quarter. McKeel Allen's going to get a blow now as Sanford checks into the game. Norristown relentless with this press. And Vernon Tubbs with 3 fouls. He will have to play a little more cautiously with still a fourth quarter left to play. But taking it to the hoop and getting the foul is going to be Nick Massa. And it looks like a little cheap foul there on Vernon Tubbs will be his 4th foul. Going to result in a bucket and a 3-point opportunity for Massa and the Wildcats. So Johnson wastes no time, gets Tubbs out of the game, Reddish back into the game. And Massa, free throw is up and it is good. And so now it's a 52-34 ball game. And the Eagles will inbound the basketball. Looks like the Wildcats will try to set up some pressure here, see if they can get the Eagles to turn the ball over and try to put a dent in this 18-point Eagle lead. And it works, but now Lyons gets it back. Now Reddish with the ball, tries to take it himself, gets hacked. And he'll go to the free throw line for a couple. And the 4th foul on David Heiser. And he's going to have to come out of this ball game. And it looks like head coach Kevin Kirby is going to be forced to use some reserves that may not be used to seeing that much time in a varsity basketball game. Couple of deep breaths at the line for Aaron Reddish. Free throw is up, and it's a beauty. Now Reddish second free throw. It is up and it is also good. So 2 of 2 at the line for the sophomore forward. And nearly getting away in transition is number 22, Jalen Lucas, unable to get to lay up the fall, and now thrown away by Willie Anderson on the other end. So a little loosey-goosey by Norristown. A couple of offensive possessions here results in a couple of turnovers, something I'm sure Coach Johnson's going to want to work with. But still a 20-point lead for the Eagles in what's been a very impressive affair so far, and yet another steal. Now Reddish in transition, fouled. No chance at making the basket, but he is fouled as he tried to use his left hand, but hacked hard by a Wildcat defender. And he will go back to the free throw line yet again. Just 52.3 seconds left to play in this third quarter, which has been all Norristown. They led by 8 at the end of the half. They've increased that advantage by 12. And Reddish's free throw a little bit short. Not sure if that's fatigue right there. Normally when you miss that free throw short after a lengthy run, legs may be feeling a little bit tired. Although he's 15 years old. No such thing as tired just yet. Second free throw is very good. So 1 of 2 at the line for Reddish. He'll get some rest now, at least during the final 52.3 of this third quarter. As into the game for the Eagles is John Carbone. And Carbone, right at the body of Massa, is going to result in a team foul for Norristown, the 6th team foul. As both teams 1 away from the bonus here with 46.6 seconds left in the third quarter. So Massa guarded by Carbone. Hands it off to Sayers. Sayers gets a pick. Looking to roll was number 14 Difeball, but he never did roll. As Sayers thought his teammate was going to roll there, and he didn't. That was the right call, as if Difeball does roll after that pick, he's going to have a very easy layup opportunity. Now 30 seconds to play. Sanford hands it off to Lyons. Norristown looks content to hold for the last shot. As Lyons and Sanford play catch. It's Kenny at the top of the key as we're down to 14 seconds left. Inside to Allen. Now in the corner, open three. Sanford got it. Excellent ball movement by the Eagles results in an open three, and Sanford gets it to go. Norristown doesn't want a little careless foul with just the last second remaining, as the three by Sayers is no good. So another impressive quarter for the Eagles, and they will head to the fourth, up 24, 58-34, Norristown.
Who, as we mentioned before, have earned their second straight bid to nationals.
Another excellent routine by the cheerleaders there. As I'm sure everyone has heard, we'll be heading to nationals for the second consecutive year, as that squad just keeps getting better and better. Final 8 minutes to play here. It's a 24-point Norristown lead, 58-34. As Owen J. Roberts with possession of the basketball. As it is David Hauser now. Finds Lucas. Diagnosed play, but the pass was no good. As David Hauser was open, but the pass errant. And now it's Norristown. Lions fall away 16-footer, can't get it. McKeel Allen fighting for the rebound. Won't get it, but he will draw the foul. Looks like it's probably going to be on Dife Ball. And it is on Dife Ball. The thin 6'6" center for the Wildcats, as he tops the height list for this Wildcat team who has struggled with the height in Norristown tonight. And McKeel Allen, his hard work earns him a one-on-one opportunity. Can't get it to go, but it's Kenny on the offensive rebound. He can't get it to go. Dife Ball does get it to go, and he bangs it off. Looks like off of Kenny. And it'll be Owen J. Roberts basketball. So despite the 24-point lead, Norristown will continue this man-to-man full-court pressure. And again, it hasn't been necessarily to get the Wildcats to turn the ball over, more to just stymie them getting into their offense. And it seemed to work tonight as just 34 points so far for the Wildcats. And now here's Massa to Lucas. Lucas throws it away as it is a battle for the ball, and it looks like we're probably going to have a jump ball, and we will. And everybody exits peacefully there. Sometimes that can become a little precarious for a player or two, but cooler heads prevail. So jump ball arrow in favor of Norristown, and they will have the basketball, again, with a very comfortable 24-point lead. Let's see what Norristown wants to work on in the final 7 minutes of this quarter. And some excellent ball movement right now. It's going to get an open three in the corner, but Sanford's going to pass it up, and Norristown looks to work some clock. Sanford finds Edwards. Edwards, as they're trying to get it inside to Allen. Allen knows he's probably going to be doubled right away. He is. Goes baseline, shots up, gets rejected. Aaron Reddish gets an offensive rebound. He is fouled, as the Owen J. Roberts just has no answer for the height of Norristown right now. And you get the feeling that Norristown could pound it inside underneath all night and either get a layup or live at the free throw line. And Reddish will go back to the free throw line where he's made a living tonight. First free throw is up and good. And in and out is the second free throw. So we got 6:31 to play in the fourth. The lead is 25, 59-34 Norristown. And Lucas with the ball. Guarded by Edwards, hands it off. Now it's Dife Ball, not a threat from out there. Now Massa, top of the key, got it. And finally they get a three to go as Nick Massa connects. And we approach the 6-minute mark, a 22-point Norristown lead. Edwards finds Reddish at the top of the key. He's going to get an open three for Edwards. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Strong rebound by Kinney. Drop step up, no good. Rebound Allen. And they're going to call a little bit of a squeeze there on Allen's opponent. Not sure where the foul's on, but Allen will probably go back to the free throw line. Foul's on Massa. 19th foul, and once again, McKeel Allen going to go back to the free throw line. Free throws up and good. (60-37). Eagles by 23. 2-2 for Allen at the line. And after making the second free throw, Willie Anderson is going to check in for him. And here come the Wildcats, as the verdict of this game has already been decided. The only question is, by what amount will Norristown be victorious? Trying to go back door and going to the free throw line will be Jacob Ayab. As if we wanted to nitpick a little bit, we could say Norristown has been a little bit vulnerable on the backdoor play tonight. Normally that just comes from over-aggressive offense, but tonight it's paid off. Or over-aggressive defense, I should say, but tonight has certainly paid off for the Eagles as they have been suffocating this Wildcat offense. IOP's first free throw is no good. And it looks like the officials are going to check something. Not sure what they're checking on now. As the Norristown faithful seem pretty secure in this win as a handful of people start to make their way for the exits. IOP 1 of 2 from the line. And Difeball is going to check back into the game. And this is no pushover team in the Wildcats. They're 2-3, and several of their losses are very close losses. They've been a tough defensive team this year. So this is not just a soft team that's come to play here at Norristown. Norristown has taken care of business from start to finish. Turnover here by Sanford near half court. We'll give the Wildcats the basketball. But if you're just joining us, Norristown got out to a big lead. Wildcats fought back, got as close as 5, was an 8-point lead at halftime. But once the third quarter began, it's been all Eagles. And in what is now a 61-38 Norristown lead. And now David Heiser gets it out to Lucas for 3. His 3 is up, and it is good. So Lucas gets the 3 to go, 61-41, 20-point Norristown lead as we are about to go under 5 minutes of this fourth quarter. Sanford gets it back from Lyons as Norristown in no particular hurry, willing to work the clock with a 20-point lead. And Owen J. Roberts not really willing to go out and guard him to force him to pass the basketball. But Willie Anderson's going to get an elbow jump shot. It's up and good. As nice form there by the sophomore guard. He got the open look, and he buried the 17-footer. Hands it off to David Hauser. Hauser, cross court. Good ball movement's going to get in a wide open 3 for Lucas, and he can't get that to go. Strong rebound by Kenny. Kenny's going to throw it away to Massa, though. David Heiser, top of the key. The 3 is up, and it is good. So you give these guys a chance, they're probably going to bury it as David Hauser hits his second 3 of the night. But still a 19-point Norristown lead. And just seen now as Marcus Martin has spent most of this second half on the bench as he has had a tough go of it today, trying to deal with the Norristown defense so far as being counseled by his coaches there on the side. Excellent player there, Martin. He's been the heart and blood of this Owen J. Roberts team the last several years. Little layup underneath, no good. Has a nice little pass from the top of the key. Reddish couldn't get the reverse layup to fall. And it'll be Owen J. Robert basketball. Just 3:26 left to play. 63-44 Eagles. Reddish guards the inbound pass, but Norristown will allow Owen J. Roberts to maneuver the basketball into the front court. Allen guards his man closely. Now it's David Hauser, who's been an offensive force tonight, and his layup's going to be no good. And here comes Norristown, Lions. And again, Norristown much more deliberate now on offense with this lead, considering the time as we are under 3 minutes to play. And again, Norristown is going to spread it out, use some clock, try to get a good look here after maybe 20, 30 seconds of holding the basketball. As Tyler Lyons guarded by Lucas. Lucas doesn't want to go out too far, afraid him would probably blow by him. And we're going to get an offensive foul called. And it looks like going to be an illegal pick on Sanford. A little bit of a late call considering when Allen popped to receive that basketball. Going to be Sanford's 4th foul. Non-shooting foul for Owen J. Roberts. So it's Owen J. Roberts with the basketball now. They trail by 19. As it is number 5, Jacob Ayab with the basketball, gets it to David Hauser. David Hauser on Sanford, puts the ball on the floor, nearly throws it away, but Lucas saves it, hands it back over to Ayab. Ayab guarded closely by Allen. Allen using his frame to take it away. Nikhil Allen with a steal, and the layup is up and good. I think he had a dunk on his mind, but the defenders from behind slowed his momentum and prevented another thunderous dunk opportunity for the Eagles. But still, 2 points is 2 points. Now Ayab passed up an open three, and he'll hand it off to Sayers as we are under the 2-minute mark. And it's going to be a little touch foul by Aaron Reddish. Just Reddish's second foul, but we only got to get through another minute of 54 seconds of play here, and Norristown's going to go to the bench. So looks like wholesale substitutions, we'll say, for Norristown as they go to the end of their bench. Only Willie Anderson, a regular contributor here into the game now. This is certainly appreciated for some younger guys to get some experience in a varsity game. As Sarah's first free throw is up and good, that cuts it to a 20-point Norristown lead. 2-2 for Sayers. And it looks like Owen J. Roberts may get a player or two into the game as well. And so now Willie Anderson with the basketball. And Anderson hands it off to number 20, John Paulino. May take me a minute on these names, folks, as I haven't called these names yet tonight. Got to learn them as we go here. So John Paulino, sophomore guard, is going to go to the free throw line. And referee's going to commandeer the basketball from the sophomore as they talk over dinner plans after the game. And they're going to clear the free throw line. Looks like it's going to be an off-the-ball foul, which will be 2 shots and possession of the basketball for Norristown, I believe. And first free throw is up and good for Paulino, much to the agreement of his fellow teammates. 2-2. So perhaps we have double technical fouls. Nothing's really been announced yet. We must have had double technical fouls, but nothing announced at the scoreboards here, so all I can do is really speculate. But on the other end, we have 2 free throws for Jalen Lucas. His first free throw is up and good, as is the second. And so now a 19-point Norristown lead with just a minute 39 to play. It'll be Owen J. Roberts basketball. As they do inbound the basketball, it's Lucas, who just made 2 free throws, guarded by Willie Anderson. Owen J. Roberts fought hard most of this game, but the Eagles just a little bit too much offensively and defensively, as they had no answer for the inside presence of Allen, of Reddish, and Nazir Kinney, as the Eagles dominated on the glass tonight. And they're going to cruise to a big victory, and what will be a 3-0 Pac-10 record and a 4-1 record overall. Tom McLean, second free throw's up and good, closes the gap to 17. Still an insurmountable lead for the visiting Wildcats. Now Willie Anderson tries to get the Eagles offense in motion. And nearly throwing it away are the Eagles, but now with possession of the basketball and calling a timeout was Justin Pinnock.
30-second timeout. Again, that winning 50-50 raffle ticket.
As you can see, obviously, some younger players out here right now. Things don't always run as smooth as they do when the veteran guys are out there. But very valuable to get them some experience, get their name in the newspaper. So we have 1:08 left to play in this fourth quarter. In the second half, like we said, that has been all Norristown. As simply a matter of salting this one away for the Eagles, as they will be at the top of the standings of the Pac-10 with another matchup looming on Thursday. So here are the Eagles in the final minute of the basketball game. Thought Anderson might have walked, but think the officials might want to get in their cars and get out of here too. As we have 57 seconds left to play, and nearly turning the ball over and dribbling off his own feet was Paulino. But now Willie Anderson once again try to get Norristown a shot here as he hands it off to Carbone. Carbone will a killer crossover, throws up an air ball though, but getting it back in the corner is number 41. That is up and no good. Rebound comes down to Lucas. 34 seconds left to play. Lucas, layup up, good, and a foul. And that's going to cut the lead to 15. Free throw could cut it to 14. So the final score may appear closer than the game actually was, much like the objects in your mirror. Free throw is up and it is good. A 14-point lead. But again, Norristown has not been threatened at all in this second half. And we'll see if they hold for one. Willie Anderson dribbling himself, hands it off, and Norristown looks like a little three-man weave as Carbone hands it off to Anderson. Anderson thought about three. His teammates wanted him to shoot it. Now he's going to look to break his man down. Or perhaps he'll just dribble out the win. And it looks like the sophomore just dribbled out the win. A very mature move there by Willie Anderson as he holds the ball to the end in what results in a Norristown victory. 67-53. The Eagles defeat the Wildcats of Owen J. Roberts. They move to 4-1 overall, 3-0 in the Pac-10 with a very impressive performance. If you're going to be with us 2 days from now, Norristown will take on Phoenixville back here at the Norristown High School Gymnasium, another Pac-10 matchup. For John Doyle, our production, excellent job by the cameramen tonight. I'm Ian Morris. Good night, folks.